everybody out there on YouTube. You know me. This is Joseph Deladani, preacher, historian, fitness guru, one sexy charismatic guy. Here. Today I got a serious topic. Gonna go a little different way with this than I originally was. I was originally gonna talk about certain people and things, but now I just got this topic that kind of interests me. I'm using notes. I admit I'm not that great of an expert on this, but you hear the stories of, and I'm not saying these people are like that or anything, but you hear the stories of, I'm not diagnosing anybody is what I'm saying, I'm no counselor, but you hear stories about Bill Cosby drugging women. He admitted to it. I'm not saying anything controversial. It's out there. He admitted to it already. You hear stories about Arnold Schwarzenegger and his love child, how he was doing it to the maid, and he had a kid 5 days apart from the kid he had with Maria Shriver, and he hid it for that long. Tiger Woods, he had an affair on his model wife who was just beautiful. These are people that have everything, but they're doing this kind of stuff. You wonder why. Tiger Woods admitted, I read an article where he admitted he thought he could do whatever he wanted, but it doesn't turn out that way. Things catch up to you in the long run. Because even though these people are great people and talented, nobody's God. Now, Tiger Woods, later on he had an affair that came out. Then a bunch of other women came out and admitted they slept with Tiger Woods too. You hear about professional athletes doing this kind of thing a lot, and other hideous stuff that's going on around the world. But the Cosby thing's a new thing. And like I said, I'm not diagnosing anybody because I don't know. But I'm talking about everyday sociopaths or psychopaths. And like I said, I'm not saying any of these people are, but I'm just saying there's a lot of people that fall into this category. And they're walking around every day, and they're doing this sort of stuff. They're wreaking havoc. So, sorry. What with all the stuff that's going on, it's just pretty scary right now. We're living in a scary time. There's all kinds of controversies. People are divided on certain things, and it's getting kind of heated right now. Just different things, wars with just within segments in America and everything like that. But with the latest allegations, I kind of wanted to touch on that, but I'm going to go a different route. Now, when I say sociopath, a psychopath is actually, I think, a term a lot of people use. I think that's the older term. I think the new term sociopath, but a lot of people use psychopath, might be more common. But psychopath, sociopath, is when you think of that, you think of Charles Manson, you think of Ted Bundy, you think of the Night Stalker Richard Ramirez, you think of those kind of people, or people that kill for money, women's killing husbands, or men killing their wives for insurance money, that's that type of thing. But most of those people, most sociopaths never kill. It's just people that don't have any remorse, that don't have any feeling, that don't have any shame. Someone dies, they really don't know how to act or feel. I mean, they don't really feel anything. They don't feel anything. It could be a family member. They don't care. They don't care about anybody but themselves, but they know how to put on a show. They don't have feelings. They don't care. They have no remorse. If somebody in a family that's close to them dies, they know how to act. They know how to make it seem like they're sad. They're usually spontaneous people. They're usually pretty risky people. They wreak havoc all throughout life. Causing problems for family members, friends, and anybody that gets close to them when you get to know. And I think I've met a few of these, and one thing is, just don't go up and diagnose these people. I don't think I've ever done it. I didn't know that much about it back then. But just certain people I've met in life that I was close to were kind of shady. There's somebody, and then, by the way, I'm not talking about anybody online right now. But there's somebody that I knew on the online dealing. That's another thing. But there was somebody I dealt with on the outside that kind of fit all the criteria, or most of the criteria. And I got a list here. Like I said, I'm not an expert, but it's something that fascinates me after dealing with people. Is sociopaths? They're charming. They have high charisma, and they tend to attract a following. People want to be around them. They have a glow. Sometimes a sexiness to them, but not all people that are like that are sociopaths. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, and not all sociopaths are good looking either. They're not all good looking, but a lot of them, they all know how to talk. They're all charming. They know how to tell you what you want to hear. Just watch out for a lot of those that have the over-the-top sexual appetite. Sociopaths, they're a lot more spontaneous and intense than regular people. Sometimes they can do bizarre things. They can act erratic at times. They're not worried about social norms. It's often irrational, maybe risky. They're incapable, like I mentioned, of feeling shame, guilt, or remorse. Their brains, they just lack the circuitry for that. They can betray people with no problem, threaten people, they can harm them without giving it a second thought. They pursue any action that serves their best interest, even if it harms someone, even if it hurts someone's feelings. And most of the time, like I said, a lot of them don't even have criminal records. And the reason why I mention people that are in high positions is because a lot of them are successful people. A lot of them are in Hollywood, are in music, are business people, are lawyers. That's why they make it to the top, because they're highly successful people. A lot of these people that are in these positions are sociopaths. That's how they're able to get to those positions. They want to dominate others and win at all costs. They hate to lose any argument and fight. They'll defend their web of lies, even if it's to the point of being absurd. They have to win they have to win arguments, they have to win anything. They always have to be right. And a lot of them are good talkers, they're silver-tongued. I know some people that are like that are very good talkers, and even they're wrong, but they'll always have an answer for you. Well, I did this, and they're good at justifying it and making it sound good to where you even tend to believe them. They're highly intelligent a lot of times, have high IQs, which makes them dangerous. And a lot of them hold those positions of power. A lot of the sociopaths that were serial killers and other criminals that avoided police for a long time had high IQs too. That's what makes them dangerous. They're incapable of love. They may feign love or compassion in order to get what they want, but they don't feel love in the same way that you or I do. They speak poetically. Like I said, they're silver-tongued. They're wordsmiths. They're able to talk. They're able to think quick on their feet. They're able to tell you what you want to hear. They're able to make their lies and what they tell you sound to where you even believe it, even though it's absurd and ridiculous. They know how to talk. They never apologize. They're never wrong. They never feel guilty. Even if shown proof that they're wrong, they'll refuse to apologize. They'll go on the attack. I've met people that, I don't know if they're sociopaths. Like I said, who am I to diagnose? But I've met people that I kind of have suspicions that apologize, but it's kind of an apology where, I'm sorry, but I don't remember doing it. Or I'm sorry, but this, and this. Or, apologies, that's not a real apology. So someone, sorry if you think it said something to me. I'm sorry if you think I shouldn't say it, but I still think it. Okay, well. They're delusional. They literally believe that what they say becomes truth. Charles Manson said, "I've never killed anyone." So those are some things. Everyday sociopaths, and how to spot them. Like I said, they wreak havoc all throughout life. Do you often feel used by the person? Have you often felt that he or she, they don't care about you? Do they lie or deceive you? Do they make contradictory statements? Do they take from you and not give back? Do they often appeal to pity? Do they try to make you feel sorry for them? Oh, whoa, poor me. And you just make you feel sorry for them for the silliest things, or that you have to help them out, or a lot of them, they're good at that. They're good at using words and tangling words up and just making you feel bad for them. That's why they do what they do. Do you sometimes feel that they're taking advantage of your good nature? This is a good one. Are they constantly bored and seem to need stimulation? I've met people like that every day they had to do something, or they had to do something exciting or whatnot. Do they use a lot of flattery? Do they make you feel like you feel flattered even if they don't say anything overly complimentary? Do they make you feel worried? Do they do it obviously, or do they do it cleverly or sneakily? A lot of people, they'll do it sneakily or cleverly. They'll make you feel worried about something for whatever reason. They feed off of that. I've seen it before. It's crazy, but I've seen it. They feed off it, and then they just think it's just funny. And they'll come at you. Then when you come back at them, all of a sudden they'll have tears, and it's okay for them to come at you, but you can't come back at them. I just think it's always kind of funny with people like that, sociopaths or not, just people that do that. Do they give the impression that you owe them? You know, and I had a person that was like that. Whenever he would do something, he would take another mutual friend out for a steak or whatever. A guy that didn't have much money, that kind of had issues on his own. He's like, I did this for you, I did that for you, and they'll tell you, and then they'll make you feel like you owe them something. They'll do something for you, and we're talking about a Christian here, and you know what? And I'm not using names, and I'm kind of going. I'm careful about what I say, but I haven't mentioned any names. But this person that I knew years ago, 7 years ago, would do that a lot, and it's like you owe them something. It's like, well, I did this for you and this for you, and now you have to be nice to me. Now you have to do what I say. I'm the boss. Okay. Do they fail to take responsibility for harming others? Does they blame everyone else but themselves? I've known people like that too. Well, no, it was their fault. They yell at somebody at a restaurant, or they do something else terrible, and it's that person's fault for saying something a certain way, even if they didn't, or you know what I mean? I'm just talking about little things, but this is what they do. They're good at this kind of stuff, and they wreak havoc. They drive people nuts emotionally a lot of times. Every day, sociopaths, they drive you crazy emotionally, and they exist on all walks of life. And they say basically the best way to deal with them is just kind of stay away from them. They go undetected. They're everywhere. They could be your neighbor, coworker, friends. A lot of things. It could be a part of antisocial personality disorder, as like the criteria that people used. They don't really feel attached to others. They don't feel remorse, like I mentioned. They don't care about others. Their thing is they're always right, and they always have to win. They don't have feelings. They act like they do. That's why you can't diagnose, but if you see the way certain people act, you can tell if they're spontaneous, if they make you feel pity for them, if they take advantage of your good nature, if they're never wrong, if they blame everybody else for their things, if there's always constant stimulation, if there's always kind of, and everybody, a lot of us have a lot of this, a little bit of this, some have more than others in it, but if these people if they're wreaking havoc all the time, every day, and they're doing kinds of crazy stuff, and they don't have no fear, and they're always looking for that excitement, and they do all these things. They don't have a conscience. They make you feel afraid. Sometimes they like to use you. These are the people. So, like I said, none of the people that I mentioned, I'm accusing them of that because I don't know. Maybe it's just something that these people couldn't control. I mean, a lot of times good people, nice people cheat, do hurtful things, get into fights. We all have that little bit into us. But this I just think is kind of interesting. And we'll see. I know I'm kind of looking at notes here, but it is something I studied that I know a little bit about. I don't consider myself an expert. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a counselor, but it's just interesting to me. And I hope you enjoyed this. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? I know it's 14 minutes long almost right now. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this talk. And let's try to be nice to each other. Like I said, a lot of stuff going on. We don't all have to agree on everything, but not everything's a serious issue. If something happens and you don't agree with it, just look at it like, how can I put it? Just accept it and just, you know, you can hope for the best. Hopefully things turn out your way as long as nobody's being hurt. Physically, I mean, or being killed. But let's just try and be there more for each other. See, this is the thing, is I know a lot of people, me as a Christian, and I've seen the ugly side of Christianity, I've seen the good side, and I know there's a lot of atheists out there, okay? I have friends, I'm pretty tight with some. I never talk religion or politics, and I don't talk about sensitive issues. I don't really take a stand on anything. And a lot of people, because I have friends on both sides. And, a lot of people say, well, he's not taking a stand. It's just, I'm not going to sit there. I don't see the point of arguing and going back and forth. Everybody has their opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. True, everybody is. Now, you may think they're wrong, but they're entitled to feel the way they do. Hey, if somebody doesn't like me, I may think they're wrong. They don't like me because of my hair color or whatever. As long as they don't break the law and harm me physically or do something else, they have a right, as bad as it, even if it's hate, they have that right to feel that way. I don't think that people should, but hey, they have that right. What can you do? Anyways, I hope this was good, and everybody, I'll be seeing you. Bye.